Okay, well, if anyone's having any trouble finding the parts for this Nissan Derelict, hopefully this is going to help all of you out. Honestly, locating the general area on the map of where the different parts are, that's probably the easiest thing. It took me like 5 or 10 seconds to find the general area of where each of these parts were, but actually finding the parts and, figuring out the jump spots and different things, it's a little bit trickier. So right now we're going to the chassis, which that was pretty easy to find. It's pretty close to the garage. And the other nice thing about all of these 5 parts though was they were all pretty close to either like a gas station or a tune-up shop or the garage, whatever the case might have been. So they didn't take too long to find. It was just about locating kind of where they're hidden at because, it gives you that general little circle on the map. So we're going to the chassis right now, like I said, but I do have a question for all of you. Now, today was the first day, and all this gameplay that you're going to be seeing in this video is me driving with manual. Now, I tried it at first and I didn't really like it, so I stopped using it and went back to automatic, but now I went back to manual, and I am liking it, but it feels different to me. It's going to take some time to get used to, because I've been playing Forza for over a year, the past year, and I'm so used to the way manual is in that game. It's pretty much like opposite buttons, and it's really throwing me off. My head is just completely confused, and my muscle memory simply is not there. But that was the chassis. Now we unlock the other 4 clues, so we can find the final 4 parts: the engine, the body parts, the accessories, and then also the wheels and tires. So, as you can see though, I'm showing you the location that it's showing generally on the map of where the part is going to be found at, and then I also show you though kind of a starting point. One that you're easily going to be able to find, like a tune shop, a gas station, a garage, like I already mentioned. So I try and make it as easy as possible to follow. I mean, most of these, it's pretty much just a straight drive from like the tune-up shop to the location of the part. Now, like I was saying though, back into like manual versus automatic, how's everyone feeling about it? Because I do like the manual. Now, I don't think it really gives you much of an advantage though, like say Forza does. Like Forza, if you use manual, you pretty much are going to be a little bit faster in a straight line, at least as long as you know what you're doing. But in this game, I don't really necessarily see much of an advantage of using it. Now, it's fun for sure. Like, I actually really like using the manual, but it's also a little bit less casual to play. You definitely have to focus more and see what you're doing, and especially with nitrous. When you're using nitrous and using manual, it can be really tricky because it's too difficult to kind of hit all the buttons you need to hit, for me at least. Maybe I'm just still getting used to it, maybe that's the problem, but for this one you saw right here, there's that little jump. Just look for a little dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Like literally a dirt road starts from nowhere, and right there is the exact location on the map where you're gonna find this derelict part. So like I said though, I like manual. I kind of like automatic too, just because it's a lot more simplistic. And it's weird though, because in Forza I literally can't play in automatic anymore. Like, I just hate it. But this game I like manual. I think I like it better. So now we're going to find the second part, which this one was actually probably the trickiest to actually locate. Like, the general area, once again, didn't take me long to find this part of the map, and we're going to start from this gas station. But the jump to get to the little derelict part, it's a little bit hidden, so it's a little bit tricky. Just really pay attention to how I kind of go around the roads once we get to that spot. Now, there's one other thing that I did want to talk about, and I was really surprised, but it really irritated me, and I was not expecting it. So I went to the tune-up shop earlier today, and I was just looking at the parts that I had available for this Honda S2K that I could buy, and I found one that was perfect. It would have been the 4th part that I would have had of the same brand, for like, you get the brand bonus and all that. So it really pissed me off because I was looking at the part, I was like, okay, it's level 8, I think this is going to be a good speed card or whatever. So I go just to check the parts that I currently had on, just to make sure that it was a part that I actually wanted before I went to spend money on it. But you gotta look to the right here. As you can see, there's this little dirt road. Always look for dirt roads, that seems to be what it is, just a little jump. And just use your nitrous. I mean, I almost missed this. I hit the rocks. I'm surprised I didn't fall backwards, but I did just get to the spot that I needed to get to. But like I was saying, with the speed card though, I went just to look and see what I had on. Then I went back over when I realized, okay, we're good, I'm gonna go get this and buy it. The speed card was gone that I was about to buy because the tune-up shop, it had like new inventory, like it switched the inventory, so it switched the speed cards, but that all happened when I was inside the tune-up shop. Now, that's not cool, man. That's just not cool at all. I mean, I was in there already. When you go into the tune-up shop, things shouldn't just change when you're in there. Whatever is in there, even if like the parts are supposed to kind of change, they shouldn't change. I mean, they should stay there until you back out of the tuning shop, and then they should go away. I was so pissed off because it was a really good card, and I was about to buy it, and it was just disappeared. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you serious right now? So I hope that's something they change eventually, because that's a little bit ridiculous. But we're looking at the third part here now, so this was a very short and easy drive, and very easy to find. There's a jump, you just gotta kind of quickly go off of it, and you'll land, and you'll find that part very simply and easily. But yeah, like I said, that was not fun at all. When I was in the tune-up shop, I finally found a good card, and then they just take it away from me like that. Just not cool at all. So hopefully they change something. I might try and post that somewhere, like just to talk about it and see what other people think about it. So let me know what you think, but I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about from today, just things that came to my mind about Need for Speed Payback. But overall, just today playing this, finding the derelict parts, cruising around, I'm still loving this game. I mean, I still haven't even bought another car, and I'm still loving this game. This S2K is actually a lot of fun to drive. I just got it over level 200. This is a race build, so, you know, it's been fun to drive around. It can drift a little bit. It's certainly good for racing and just cruising in general. It's a fun little car to drive, so certainly not the fastest, but I think I'm going to go buy a new car soon. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to buy, but I am trying to save more money and progress further through single player. But there's so many things to do just cruising around, finding the derelict parts, the collectibles, you know, even some of the locations. I have 2 gas stations left to find. I'll probably make a video showing all 19 gas station locations once I find them, just because I haven't been able to find 2 for a while, and they're fast travel points on the map, which is, you know, definitely helpful. So now we're here at the final part, which this one was also pretty easy to find. The main thing was it's really hidden though, the entrance to go to like the ramp to jump to the derelict part. So like if I didn't already mention, keep in mind the chassis, the first part that you always find, you can easily just drive to. There's no jump or anything like that. But then the final 4 parts, when you go to find the engine, the body parts, the wheels, and then also the accessories, there's always a jump that you have to look for. So if you're just kind of doing this on your own for one of the future derelicts, just make sure you look for jumps, because once you're in the general location, I mean, you're going to start hearing that beeping noise. Then if you're lucky, you might see the little blue indication like, hey, the derelict part's right here. So you just have to start looking around for a jump. And as you can see, this one was kind of hidden all the way at the back corner of the map. Bunch of rocks in the way and everything, so this one was tricky. Now, you certainly need a car that can jump far enough to get to these things, but it's not like you need a super fast car to get there, and I did talk about that before. So I mean, that's pretty much it though. There's the 4 parts. I am going to go back into the garage then and build it. No question in my mind whatsoever of what I wanted to build this thing. So I do make it a drift build. I already got a race build, and I really don't see this Fairlady 240ZG being anything but a drift build. I mean, I could see it being a runner build maybe, but definitely not a drag build, and also definitely not an off-road build. So I really hope that everyone found this to be helpful or useful. If you had any trouble finding the parts, hopefully this will make it really quick and easy for you. This is just about as in-depth as I can go. I show you the location on the map, the general area when I actually find the part, and also the drive from a location like a gas station or a tune-up shop directly to the part. So if you have any questions at all, if you're still having trouble, just let me know. But I'm very happy that I got this car as well, so I'll probably make another video showing myself customizing this thing eventually. But again, really hope that this video helped everyone out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the things I talked about today, but thanks for watching. Peace.